Oh, we are live. Wondering if you guys can hear me. Wondering if you guys can hear me. All right, seems to be working. Good morning, all two people that are watching the stream. My name is Jeremiah Costello, aka Jezza. I am the project lead on Rough Justice and the CEO of Gamma Minus Studios, the developer of Rough Justice. Today we're just going to be going over the prototype a little bit, showing some cool things. And one thing I do want to point out is the achievements, which we've already added, which are really, really cool. So there'll be a lot more. Right now there are 28 altogether. And there'll probably be around 40 or 50 when we're done. So, yeah. All right, so let's give it a shot, shall we? So, again, Rough Justice is in the prototype stage. Always love the Unreal logo. Can't beat it. So, if you guys have any questions while we're playing through this, just hit us up either on Twitch or in the Pine Tool or DevCom, and let me know if you have any questions. Let's see. Chat. So I'm going to skip through the intro video. So one thing I didn't go over yesterday in yesterday's stream was the menu and cool parallax animations and stuff like that. So first of all, we're listening right now to the theme song from Rough Justice, made by the famous composer and musician Raul Reccabiazzi. Really amazing guy. He's done lots of stuff for Hollywood. He did the soundtrack for Narcos on Netflix. He's done loads and loads of trailers, actually, for movies. Really, really top-notch movies, like Venom and, heck, I don't know, a bunch of them. So yeah, he just banged this song out, and it's really, really, he's like, well, all right, so what kind of music do you want? And I'm like, think of Miami Vice, think of the A-Team, think of Airwolf, and put all of those together. And I think he hit the nail on the head there. So even though this is a prototype, we do have a lot of settings already, with our resolution, Windows mode, vertical sync, etc. As you can see, everything's on Epic. And we've got the audio and input. I'm left-handed. I actually play with the arrow keys. I know it's crazy. So, yeah. Cool. Gameplay, no option set for the prototype. So let's give this bad boy a shot. I'm going to skip the tutorial because I think it's better if I just show you.
I don't know how you swung it.
Okay, so this is the prototype of Rough Justice. And as you can see, we are in the lovely city of Seneca, or aka Seneca City. You get a nice overview, you can move around, you can see ships moving, and you can see the dynamic day-night cycle. What you can also do is you can press M and get a nice overview of the city. And the clock's running. We're going to pause the clock here. So what you see right now, you've got the compass here, so you know which direction things are facing and stuff. And here you have the different districts. And here you have your agency. And these are the current contracts that are up on the board. The ones that have the shield are security contracts. And the one with the cute little tow truck are repossession contracts. Now, in the beginning of the game, you can only do repossession and security contracts because other ones require more training. For instance, if you want to do a fugitive recovery, you need a bounty hunting license. And if you want to do private investigation contracts, you got it, private investigation license, which are very, very costly and time intensive. So you need to send your agent out to do that, and it will take quite some time. And you as a player need to study up and know all the rules and regulations associated with becoming a fugitive recovery agent or a private detective. In order to do that, actually, I'll show you. You can buy handbooks, the bread and butter of the game, I guess. So when you buy a handbook, you can learn more about being, in this case, a bounty hunter. And there are 10 handbooks for the bounty hunter, 10 for the private investigator handbook, and 10 for the firearms license and concealed firearms license so far. So these are optional. You don't have to buy them. And basically what they are quizzes. And each book contains 20 questions, and you can learn about the rules and regulations about these particular types of qualifications, whether it's bounty hunter, private investigation, firearms, or concealed firearms. There'll probably be in total 10 different qualifications you can get, licenses you can get in the game, but right now we only have these 4. So, because this is a game about being running a private investigation agency, or an agency rather, you need agents in order to do that. And as you can see, we have no agents down here. So what we're going to do is hire an agent. So here we have the employed agents, which don't have any. And here we have the tab, the hire new agents. Right now, there are a few agents to choose from. What we're going to have in the full version of the game is 100 different agents, and each agent is completely different. They have their own backgrounds, their own motivations, and some of them may or not be nice people, and they may have ulterior motives, and you only find that out by extensive gameplay. In this area, you'll have the location where their licenses are, and as you can see, they don't have any licenses. And here you have the breakdown of their health, mental state, and energy. And then here you have the skills. So each Tier 1 agent, so a new agent is a Tier 1 agent. There are 3 different tiers for agents, and each agent comes pre-equipped with 5 different skills. So, we'll hire an agent here. Let's hire Chuckles. So, Chuckles, Ian Crane, is 45 years old. He was born on Christmas Day. Huh. He's overly defensive and has aversion to criticism, and he suffers from OCD. Everything has to be in his place. Get some more details about him here. So it costs $2,500 to hire him for the month. And so Ian Chuckles Crane is a retired Marine gunnery sergeant who was born in 1939 and raised in Seneca by former Sheriff Larry Crane, a retired Marine First Sergeant, and June Crane. Ian's father died in 1953, but not before lighting up the natural gift of firearms in his son. This is the wrong name. So Crane joined the Marines, forging a successful career as a sniper and serving 2 tours in Vietnam, working with special operations. Ian was renowned due to his uncanny ability with a sniper rifle. Despite official counts crediting him more with 90 combat kills, in reality he has killed a lot more. While serving in Vietnam, he was hit in the shoulder. Ian was honorably discharged from the Marine Corps in 1975 till suffering from a permanent disability due to the shoulder wound. He became obsessed with the underground crime in Seneca, which resulted in the death of his wife, Anne. Now he gives everything to find the ones responsible. So, you can see here, Chuckles has an ulterior motive, which may or may not conflict with your motives. He is driven, he's passionate. As you can see, he wants to change things, but it very well could be that once he achieves his goal, that he may skip. So, but we all come with our baggage, don't we? So I'm going to hire him. And so now that we've hired an agent, we've got 3 different jobs up on the board. Let's do one here.
I need your best agent on the security detail.
So here you have the overview of the particular contract. It says if you didn't get your tickets to the Seneca Sabre semifinals 2 months ago, this is the only way you're going to get a glimpse of the game. The Genesee Guzzlers are in town, and those guys don't fool around. So we're going to have to beef up security. You interested? So we only need to have 1 agent, which is good because we only have 1. And as you can see, this is the contract giver. Her name is Marion Parkins, and she is from Bodacious Entertainment Incorporated, which you see up here, the logo of the company. So we'll see if there's any notes. So the Seneca Sabres, the city's hockey team, have their semi-final game coming up. Ticket sales are surprisingly high, and the stadium staff have accounted for the influx of attendees. They're asking for additional security personnel during the game. Hockey's a rough sport, both on and off the ice. Good thing your agent can keep their cool. Let's hope that Chuckles can keep his cool here. So, we will put him on this contract.
On my way.
So as you can see, he's making his way. We can fast forward here. Time flies when you're having fun. So if you guys have any questions throughout this AMA, let me know. And yeah, gladly answer anything. So he gets there, your agent arrives at the client's office and picks up the necessary information and paperwork. So, you know, a little chin wagging, talking to the contract giver, blah, 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 and heading off to the stadium. So we can zoom in here, and then we can zoom in him and get a nice overview of where he's going. Oh, he's going to the stadium. That definitely looks like a nice stadium. So, sets up shop, starts doing security. So normally, you know...
What's the plan?
Oh, so here we go. Your agent calls in and mentions they've spotted a jammed emergency exit door, which, if left unfixed, may cause a security problem at the venue in the future. They ask if they should attempt to fix it. So, moral conundrum. High risk, high reward. The job wasn't to come and fix a door, right? Was it? No. The job was a simple security job. Maintain security and order. If you want to take it to the next level and be flexible with your definition of security, then obviously attempting to fix it may be in your best interest. If you flub it, though, and you end up breaking the door, then any money that you could have earned from this job may go in through the reparations, the repairs for the door. But, you know, let's do it. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. Are we going to break the door? Are we going to get more money? It's going to take some time. So normally you'll have a number of agents on the board, so it won't be as boring just waiting around waiting for them to complete a contract. Because most of these contracts, let's see if we can do it. So find the correct order using A and D. So as you can see, there are pins here, and every time I move the lockpick, the pin moves up. And the idea is to get the pins moved in the upward position. So those three are there, and boom. Your agent manages to fix the jammed lock with a newfangled pocket knife called a Leatherman. It only came out last year, but your agent thought it would be a useful piece of equipment to own. It's so useful, in fact, your agent not only fixes the lock, but tightened the fixings and cleaned the hinges. The door works properly, and the facility manager thanks your agent for the quick spot work. You're looking into ordering a Leatherman for yourself. All right, so we got $750, increase our locksmith, and increase our authority. So I'd say not bad, all in a good day's work. And we're gonna head back to the office. So every time an agent completes a contract, they head back to the office. So right now, as I mentioned before, we only have one agent up on the board. And if we want to have more agents, we're going to have more money. And each agent, tier 1 agent, costs $2,500. So we're going to have to do a few more jobs if we want.
We need your support on this security
All
contract.
right, so here we go. Another security contract. And a quite lucrative one, if I do say so. And, yeah, so let's give this one a shot.
Heading out now.
So he's heading out there. Your agent arrives at Crazy Eddie's to pick up the necessary equipment. Okay. Oh, I didn't read about that. Yeah, so it definitely helps to read the additional information on the contracts. So if I remember correctly, we need to pick up some equipment and then install it at the Seneca Port Authority. Going over there. Agent arrives at the Seneca Port Authority. So you'll see right now all the agents later when I get another agent, their speed is standardized because they all have a jalopy.
What's the plan?
But you can upgrade those vehicles, and each individual you can upgrade them and you can actually get new vehicles. So after heading to Crazy Eddie's, where the prices are insane, your agent heads to the Seneca Port Authority for the installation. After installing the setup, your agent calls and says there is an ongoing hack in progress. The updated system is installed but needs to be activated. The problem is that they can't activate the system with ongoing remote access. Your agent has only been tasked with updating the cybersecurity infrastructure, not countering any hacks. They reassure you they can handle the hack, but need your permission to go beyond the scope of their contract. High risk, high reward. You know what? Let's do it. If we flub it, we flub it. If not, then we get some more cash. And possibly increase reputation and loyalty. You tell your agent to swing the cyber hammer, recover any lost data, and locate the hacker. Okay, so match the pattern on the left to the one on the right using WASD and press E to submit your decision. So this is what we need to find. We need to find this pattern, this code. So LDHL count. So we need to scroll through here. Not finding it, not finding it. Nope, not in that row. It's gonna be the last row, I know it. It's gonna be the last one on the last row. Oh, it's right there the whole time. So LDDXA. So again, these are tier 1, which are very simplistic hacks, or rather simplistic mini games. When they get to be more complex, there will be a timer here, so you have to fulfill this task or do this mini game within a certain amount of time. So here we go. So we need LDBC. LDBC. There we go. Oh, no, it's DX. Boom. LDBC 767. Did I miss it already? No, there we go. Boom. So, apparently a keyboard makes a good 9-iron, especially in your agent's hands. They not only boot the hacker from the SPA system, but steal back the data the hacker was seeking before finding the hacker's possible location on the outskirts of Seneca City. Natalie Conchelos calls SPD and requests they investigate. You know SPD probably won't, but are pleased that your agent sent the hacker running with their tail between their legs. Natalie thanks you and your agent. You're much obliged. So, we got some awesome money, and our agent increased their security systems skill. So, boom. We still don't have enough money for another agent. So, heading back to shop. All right, let's do another security one here.
I need your best agent on this security detail.
Armored truck driver. The whole city is going to have eyes on you for this contract. There have been a number of high-profile robberies in Seneca within the last 6 months, and we can't afford to have this carry on. Are you up to the task? So let's not make a mistake here and read everything. With the escalated vigilance among Seneca banks due to the increased robbery attempts, no one is taking any chances. The Seneca Financial Reserve, a conglomerate of all the Seneca banks, is insisting that all movement of cash and valuables be done so with armored vehicles and trained support staff. Fortunately, you have both and are happy to oblige their skittishness. So there you go. Come on, Chuckles. You got this.
Consider it done.
So I'm pretty sure we have to go to a few different banks to pick up stuff. Your agent arrives at Ascension Bank. They fill out the necessary paperwork, follow through with the prescribed security protocols, and load up the vehicle. Doing their stuff. Once they're done, then they'll head off to the next bank. So what is not implemented right now? Oh, we got someone up there. Hello, Janice. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. If you got any questions, please let me know, man. Seriously. So your agent arrives at Lock Bank. They fill out the necessary paperwork, follow through with the prescribed security protocols, and load up the vehicle. Boom. Number 2 down. And it's still, we still got some time here.
How should I handle this?
Okay, so, your agent calls in. Your agent radios in to say that the armored truck's brake pads have shattered on both of the front wheels. A freak, but not impossible accident. They think they can fix it, but it'll take time. You're not sure about your agent's confidence when they say that, and so consider what they should do. Fixing the brake pads will slow the delivery down and risk the truck being targeted. I mean, he says he can do it. I don't remember his skills. Does he have a skill that could be associated with fixing this? Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. And, I mean, driving slow doesn't seem like a viable option because you can still... gosh. What if someone's chasing you? You can't drive slow then. Then you have an accident. All right, we're going to fix it. I'm going to take the risk. I believe in you, Chuckles. You can do it. Don't forget, Chuckles, we're doing all this for Anna, your wife that was killed. All right? We all have our motives. We all have our deep, dark secrets. Your agent fixes the brake pads and manages to get the drop-off on time, much to the delight of the contract giver. The Seneca Reserve sends their thanks to you and your agent. Bravo, bravo, bravo. And I believe we got more money than we originally were planning on getting. So a little bonus there, and increased security systems. Boom. And now we have enough money to unlock a new agent. So let's do that. Let's see. We're going to hire a new agent. We have... I mean... I'm a glutton for punishment. I am going to hire Lucy just because I have a crush on her. I'm crushing hard on Lucy. There we go. We got 2 agents now. Let's see. We will send her
We need your support on the security contract.
There's a bug going around town, and a lot of our staff have called in sick. We're going to need a few of your agents to fill in. Is this something you can do? Look at the notes here. So Seneca International Airport is short on screening staff owing to a flu bug going around in its main terminal. Their head of security has agreed to take on outside personnel who can be quickly trained in their screening procedures in order to make up the low manpower. Boom. We can totally do that, can't we? All right, we'll send Lucy off because Ian isn't back yet. So as you can see, that's Troy Shaw from the Seneca International Airport. Up there, Seneca International Airport.
Consider it done.
So she's off. She's doing her stuff. And Ian is heading back to town. Okay, so we're going to send Ian off to do a contract. So this is the Rambler 2. You know, I'm pretty sure this is the bugged one. This very well could be the bugged. I'm going to risk it, though. At least then we'll know. It's C46319. One of these contracts, repossession contracts, is totally bugged. But it's all part of the QA here, right? All right. So Edith Anderson is being behind on their payments. They've been given an extension, but they're now overdue. They have a silver birch Great Lakes Coach Rambler 2 RV that, if repossessed, would settle their debts. Its last loan location was target location. That obviously will be fixed. Come down to our office and pick up the necessary paperwork. So, a widowed Senecan, Edith Anderson, is several months behind on her loan payments. You've been tasked to ascertain her location and begin forcible repossession of any items and assets of value as recompense for her lack of repayment. You appreciate that life happens sometimes and things get difficult, but a word once given, etc. You know, this is the moral conundrum sometimes because, you know, you can be a complete badass and just be out for money and say, okay, it's a job, that's what you're supposed to do. But don't forget the people that are doing these jobs, they're also people and they have feelings as well. So you can't just say, you know, screw everybody, we're just going to get the money. So, for instance, if we send someone out to do a contract and they don't like the moral implications, they don't like the fact that this person was wrongfully accused or they've, they feel bad for them. So you may not get as much money for the contract or any money for the contract. But on the flip side, it very well could be that the loyalty increases for that agent because they appreciate what you're trying to do. They think, oh, this is not an asshat that I'm working for. So, yeah. Here we go.
On it.
So we got Lucy over there. She's going to the airport, doing some security, and there's an informant there. Ooh. Agent arrives at the airport. So she's going to do her thing. Oh no! I missed it. Yep, you gotta pay attention.
This is Agent Altieri.
So he's gonna.
How should I handle
do his
this?
thing. So.
If you want this info, you better hoof it on over here. I won't wait around forever, neither.
Don't want to talk to the informant. I want to talk to Lucy. Ah, there we go. Your agent comes across an unruly passenger with a valuable restricted item. A questionably spiky gold ornament, obviously not from Seneca. They can't take it on the plane, but they can mail it for somewhere for safekeeping. Unfortunately, they're not willing to go through the extra effort. The passenger is in holding, being questioned, but your agent has the final say on whether to let them go through security with the bristly bauble or not. I mean, I don't know. Do we want to be nice to these people? Are they our client? He's just a passenger. Come on, stick to the contract. Kind of wondering what kind of bristly, bobbly thing that is. Do I really want to know? Probably not.
How should I handle this?
Okay, Ian. So your agent finds a woman in a tightly packed RV that has seen better days, but could fetch a good price as a refurbished unit. The problem is that the RV and everything in it is the whole and entire context of her worldly possessions. Ugh. If your agent tags the RV for pickup and repossession, the woman will quite literally have nothing. If they don't, they won't be able to complete the contract. Yeah, I know, it's, what do we do? You know, I want to be a little bit compassionate here. I just don't want to just, like, say, you know, screw you, I'm taking it. I want to see if I can sweet-talk this person. A job's a job. You know, we got to do it. And if we don't do it, somebody else is going to do it, I think, right? Oh, here we go. Your agent re-enters the holding room with bubble wrap, packing tape, and a cardboard box for the passenger. With material on hand, your agent skillfully calms the passenger and convinces them to pack their item to be shipped instead of being confiscated. Your agent sends you the receipt of the shipping costs for you to reimburse with them. The address is curiously for an office across the street. You remember that for a city, Seneca's a small town. So, we got some money. Did a good job. So she's heading back to the agency. Ooh, unfortunately, Edith Anderson becomes violent and your agent is forced to restrain her as the pickup truck tows the RV back to the impound for evaluation by the repo agency. Your agent apologizes as best they could to the woman. She was last seen at a cafe with a cup of water and a stack of napkins. So, I mean, I feel bad about it, you know? I mean, but the only options were to physically take it by force or to convince her to take it. Yeah. Life ain't easy, you know? And people have hard times, for sure. So, you can see, like 2 ships in the night, they're heading back. Okay, so we are done with those contracts. Oh, we're $25 shy of hiring another agent. All right. So,
I've heard
night
good things
watchman
about your
here.
agency. I hope you can help me with this.
So this is a short notice job, as one of the night watchmen recently passed away. You'd really be doing me a favor here. I hope they didn't pass out or like die on the job. So the night watchman at Seneca Steelworks finally decided to buy the farm. While you're not attending the funeral, the factory still needs a replacement night watchman, if even temporary, to cover the security shift. All right, let's do it. So, Lucy,
On it.
you're on it. So,
If you want this info, you better hoof it on over here. I won't wait around forever neither.
so that is definitely a bug. She has a very husky voice. So, yeah, you know, let's get some intel here. Let's see what happens. We'll meet this anonymous informant. Maybe they got something
On my
juicy
way.
for us. Your agent arrives at location.
Good, you made it. Did you bring the money? This is a cash-only business. I got a lead on a job that'll really improve your reputation.
Ooh.
Who's your favorite snitch?
Now that is pretty dope. So reputation is the bee's knees here. You know, you want to have an increased reputation because only certain jobs will be available to you if your reputation is high enough. They won't even show up on the board if your reputation is too low, or they'll be grayed out. So that's definitely worth its weight in gold, or the $300 we spent. So hopefully Lucy's job will be lucrative enough.
What should I do?
Okay, here we go. Your agent spots an unscheduled truck arriving at the warehouse to make an apparent pickup. The vehicle checks out and the workers are wearing the warehouse company's uniform. Your agent asks if they should check it or let it be. I mean, you know, a night watchman security job, it's kind of a pretty boring job, unless it's not. I'd say let's take this seriously. Why do we have a schedule, right? There's gotta be a reason. So Ian Chuckles isn't doing anything.
Will you be able to locate this vehicle?
So Mitchell Wolf is behind on their payments. They've been given an extension, but they're now overdue. They have a deep impact blue Pohanka Epitome Compact that is a mouthful, that if repossessed would settle their debts. Its last known location was target location. There we go. Mitchell Wolf is several months behind on their vehicle loan repayments. You've been tasked to locate and repossess the vehicle in question. Let's do it. I mean, $750. Ooh, hacking. Ew.
On it.
Here we go. Okay, after arriving at the repo agency's office, you acquire the information and last known location of the asset in question. Your agent then makes their way to said location. So we have to get the paperwork, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, let's see here. Your agent approaches the group of workers loading cargo into their 18-wheeler. Your agent is sure that the group doesn't actually work for the company. To stall their possible escape, your agent slinks into the cab of the truck and steals the keys. Lucy, like, good thinking. On your toes there. Talking about taking your job serious. Then they call the police, who show up, causing the workers to try to make their getaway in their truck, only to find the keys are absent. Boom! The warehouse owner thanks you for your service. Your agent receives a thank you from SPD for helping to foil a small-time organized crime group. You pass the letter on to your agent, and then angrily crumple the envelope the courtesy came in. I mean, we could have got some more money there. We saved them a boatload of money. Alright, here we go. So she's heading back. He's on a mission. Ooh, we can hire another agent. Oh, yeah. Let's hire Angie. We're worried about her first, though. So she has... that needs to be worked on, of course, those different skills. So Angela was born in a middle-class family in downtown Seneca. Her younger sister died when she was young, which drove her on an overachieving streak in high school. Well, that's a good way of dealing with your pain and suffering, definitely, as opposed to turning to drugs or other things. So I'm already liking her. Not to say that she did it other way. I wouldn't like her any less, but, you know, we are the masters of our own destiny, are we not? So a lifetime of needing to prove herself to her family and others led Angela to serve as a special agent in the Army CID during the Vietnam War. After finishing her term of service, she had been freelancing as a PI in Seneca, her hometown. Spending time overseas during her deployed changed her viewpoint on a number of deeply held notions. No longer wanting to be restricted in her available life choices, Angela never married, much to the chagrin of her family, and chose her career over family. Despite often sticking out in crowds for her stature and presence, Angela excels at blending into situations that make the average person twitchy and uncomfortable, whether out of naivety or certainty. Only Angie knows. Now, my only concern about Angie is that she doesn't believe the moon landing. Yeah. Angie, is that going to be the clincher? Is that going to be like the straw that broke the camel's back? I don't know. I'll give you a shot. So we got 3 agents up on the board, which is awesome.
How should I proceed?
Oh. Your agent arrives on scene. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be any sign of the vehicle. What should we do? Let's talk to the debtor. Let's knock on the door. Maybe they're home. Maybe it's in the garage or something like that. So we have 2 agents that are not doing anything. Not cool. So really quick, as you can see here, level 1 office, which we have, has a total of 3 agents. So if we want to have more agents, we need to get to level 2. You can have 5 agents. And then a total of 7 agents then. And then we have the parking for all our multitude of vehicles. And then we have the armory to store all our awesome gadgets. We have the log showing you what's happened, which is pretty cool. And then you've got the shop where you can buy things, coffee machine. It's the backbone of any office, a compact filtration system without any compromise to taste. This machine combines ease of use, minimalist beauty, and unrivaled quality, all at an affordable price, created to the perfect cup every time. So increase energy by 1 point for every hour at the office. So as you can see up here are all the different bonuses, what each thing can have, and the cooldown effects, and etc. So right now we have quite a lot of different things. So for instance, the office plant, right, increases the general mental well-being of an agent, and the loyalty. So these small increases are great. Having a little tiny buffs to help all of your agents is definitely a good thing. So back to the present deal at hand. So we have a PPP, political.
I need your best agent on this security detail.
Interested in babysitting some wannabe big shot politician? If you ask me, you're only there as eye candy to bolster his appearance and make him look more important than he really is. Hey, if he's paying, then why not, right? So notes. A low-end political figure is passing through Seneca on a whirlwind tour of New York's most major cities. He's requested additional local security, mostly out of show rather than fear of of any danger, to accompany him on his travel to the city. A job's a job, and you're not voting for him anyway. So, let's go. That's actually quite a lucrative job here. So we will we'll send Angie on this one. Just don't talk about the moon landing, Angie. Seriously.
Heading out now.
Alright. And then we have a spirit.
Let me know when you've located the vehicle.
So this one actually could be the borked one. So Grady Kane is behind on their payments. They've been given an extension, but they're now overdue. So this is Christy Holmes from the Sovereign Debt Collection Agency. You can see up there. So since his father died in a car accident, Grady Kane has a troubled view towards cars, which led to his failure to make his monthly payments to pay off the car he bought shortly before this tragedy. You've been tasked to locate and repossess of any items and assets of value as recompensation. All right, Grady, I feel for you, buddy.
Heading
Definitely
out now.
not an easy time. Oh, after a few words, Mitchell Wolf hands over the keys to the vehicle. So apparently Chuckles can be very convincing sometimes. Not bad, not bad. So again, if you guys have any questions during the stream, hit me up in the chat, let me know. So after arriving at the repo agency office, you acquire the information and the last known location of the asset in question. Your agent then makes their way to said location. Oh! Did I miss it? Okay, so Angie's on her way.
What should I do?
Oh, what should you do? Yes. Your agent arrives on scene. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be any sign of the vehicle. What would you like your agent to do? Well, we talked to the debtor last time. Let's look in the garage. Let's see what we can see. What is Ian doing? Oh, he isn't on a mission, on a contract.
Let me know when you've located the vehicle.
All right, let's get Avery Lee here. It's a torched Penny Mannheim Fahrzeug work Blitz sports car. Ooh. And actually, it's a pretty good, I mean, it's quite a lot of money, but some of them you only get like $375 or something like that. So,
On my way.
let's see what happens. So Grady Kane doesn't seem to be around, but you found their vehicle standing in the garage. Your agent needs to hack the garage door lock panel. So match the pattern on the left. So yes, some people do have digital locks, of course. Suspension of disbelief here. So LDBC 1501. Oh! I pressed the wrong button. That's what happens when you press the wrong button. I'm already flustered. Thank God there's no timer. Oh, it's a different number, different code now. Oh, okay, I'm looking for the wrong thing. So, Elder Pop. Elder Pop. Elder Pop. Elder Pop. Come on, it's gonna be the last row. Oh, and it's gonna be the last one in the last row. There you go. Then LDHL 41. LDHL 41. You know, you can also give up by pressing F to exit. So if you don't get it, but I mean, there is no timer, so yeah. Wait, I'm not paying attention here. So LDHL, it's got to be here, right? LDHL. Wait, am I totally blind? There you go. Then LDHL Buff 668. Of course, the last one. It's always the last one. So your agent is able to hack the panel in no time, quickly searches the vehicle, hotwires it, and heads back to the office. Boom, boom, bada boom. Lucetta Altieri. I heart you. Your agent arrives with a politician at the mayor's office. All right. So she's doing that thing. So what do we got on the board here? All right, 2 agents passing in the night there. Literally. So she's heading back. I can't put her on another contract until she gets back to the agency. After arriving at the repo agency's office, you acquire the information and last known location of the asset in question. Your agent then makes their way to said location. Location information. Alright, so I can put...
Here's the info on the vehicle.
So Wilton Gallagher is behind their payments. Let's read about Wilton. Anything? Okay, nothing important. Also quite lucrative here. But it is a ermine white Novelette Magic Sedan.
This is Agent Altieri. I'm on my way.
Alright, Agent Altieri. I appreciate the confirmation. Your agent arrives at the client at the office of the Inspector General. Alright, Angie.
What should I do?
Your agent arrives on the scene. Vehicle stands in front of the house. Let's just take it. I mean, it's kind of a dick move, I know, but... Hello, great job. Thanks for being part of our expo. We're going to last schedule everyone in the bottom top right corner. Oh. Alright. Okay. Thank you, Andre. Let's take the vehicle. Just take it. After arriving at the repo agency's office, you require the information. Bada boom, bada bing.
What should I do?
Oh, your agent waits to hear from you. Oh, did I miss it? No. But gets no response. In frustration, the VIP voluntarily leaves the car and wades into the diner for lunch. Your agent urges them to get back in the car, but they refuse. They eat, pay, and decide to use the restroom before they go. The diner isn't the classiest of places, and neither are the hinges and locks of the restroom. The VIP ends up getting stuck in the restroom, and your agent's unable to jimmy the lock open. Ugh. They're stuck in there for some time until the diner's maintenance man can arrive to open up the lock. The VIP is late to their speaking event, and their campaign office is not happy. And we get no rewards! We screwed up. We must, missed the notification. Ah, bummer. Bummer. So this is it. The one that... Oh, Avery Lee hands the keys to the vehicle. So I can tell you what right now that... Oh, my crush, my Rough Justice crush, Lucy, is heading over there to abort contract. I'm really sorry, Lucy. You're going to go to a contract that never ends. You will be there forever and eternity. All right, so we got 2 agents on the board that are not doing anything.
We're going to need some security
Perfect.
personnel.
So we have some nighttime security. You've ever heard of the concubines? Me neither. Don't matter. Anyhow, they're coming to Seneca, and those young punks are all over them. We're gonna need some extra security. Think you can handle a few pogo bouncing punks? Hey. The up-and-coming band, the Concubines, are playing for one night in Seneca and require security at the Killjoy Arcade. Screaming juveniles and wannabe groupies should be easy to handle. Yeah, for us. So Chuckles, Angie, you're on
Rolling
it.
out.
You're doing it. Oh, you're stuck. Poor Lucy's stuck forever in eternity. At least you're in a good part of town. Charlotte is nice. Your agent arrives at the venue. Okay. See what's gonna happen.
How should I proceed?
Okay. Your agent calls in and says, I think someone is handing out crack cocaine at the event. I'm riveting. I'm falling asleep during the playtest of my own game. It's early. Come on, give me a break, people. They have a hunch it's one of the 2 people, but they're not sure which just yet and want to do some further investigation. Your agent is asking if they should pursue the low-grade search or not. They're only there to keep the things under control, not in any narcotic work. Do you just do the job, stick to the books, or do you follow your hunch? High risk, high reward. Come on, roll those dice. Let's see what happens. All right, come on. Oh, you're stuck. Lucy, you're stuck. Get unstuck. Unstuck yourself. All right. Come on. How long does it take? Chuckles. Okay. Your agent is a steely-eyed fox and spots the on-site dealer palming small aluminum packs in exchange for wads of bills. Your agent intercepts the deal, rips open the pack, and finds an assortment of white chunks. Unrefined crack cocaine. Ooh. Your agent definitely handles the dealer, calls SPD, and informs the venue owner. You receive free tokens to the arcade as a personal gift from Morris Bogg, the owner. You give them to a kid on the street as you leave for work later that day. Pac-Man isn't your thing. Ian! Tokens? I mean, come on. Tokens of the arcade? You wouldn't do it. Alright, I guess not everybody's into games. That's cool. But you got $875, and your surveillance increased. Big time. Nice, nice, nice. I'm proud of you guys. Proud of you guys. It was our first double contract that we did. Which, I thought it would be more lucrative, honestly. I think we earned way too much money with a lot of these contracts. It's like 84. Come on. So, armored truck driver.
I need your best agent on this security detail.
So, if you click on contracts, you can get, again, the overview. So
I've
this
heard
one,
good things about your agency.
we got two
I hope
agents
you can
again.
help me with this.
So we got Angie and Chuckles. So let's do this one. 2 agents, quite a lot of money, and I think we'll definitely have enough money to rent another agent or hire another agent rather. So all right. So you may have heard that we've been having a rash of bank robberies lately. We need to put a stop to this pronto. I want your team to act as suppression agents, meaning dressed in plain clothes and thwart any attempted robbery. Things could get hairy, but again, it could be easy money for just sitting around. What do you say? That's a typo. And easy money. The local banks in Seneca City are being robbed with greater frequency. The Seneca Financial Reserve, a conglomerate of local Seneca banks, wants to hire your agency to put plainclothes undercover agents on their bank's respective premises in order to suppress any potential robbery attempts. You have an agent or two who pulls off corporate casual very well. All right. Well, I don't know if Chuckles is the right for this one, but we'll see.
Rolling out.
Okie dokie. Boom. Your agent arrives at location. Let's see what happens.
How should I proceed?
Your agent has been at the bank for a few hours and radios in. They tell you that while everything seems nominal, there is a bank teller who seems to be taking more trips than necessary to the bathroom. Okay, bladder infection maybe? Your agent suspects that they might be palming banknotes into their pocket, especially after they see a solitary note floated from the teller's pocket as they sit up for yet another bathroom break. It's not your agent's jurisdiction to rat out the bank's employees, as it is not your contract with the bank, nor is it your agent's place to make accusations of petty theft. Your agent asks you what to do. You know what? They could have a bladder infection, but come on, we're here for a job. Sort this out. A false accusation, that's the worst that can probably happen, right? Well, ruffle somebody's feathers, hopefully not lose the job. And I can't believe you're still stuck over there, Lucy. I will free you. Oh, here we go. So your agent left their house with their silver tongue that morning. They casually approached the teller and let them know they knew they were palming money. The teller denied it, but the agent kept the heat on quietly until the teller broke. The teller gave an excuse your agent hadn't the inclination to remember and told the teller to put all the money back and to not let it happen again. Your agent later saw the teller leave work early. Apparently, they were suddenly feeling unwell. Yeah. If you got Ian Chuckles Crane breathing down your neck, then that'll do it for you. So increased persuasion and a bunch of money. Ah, life's good. Life's good, guys. Cool. So we've amassed quite a lot of money here. We're gonna have to wait until we get back to the agency, file the paperwork, then we can do the next one. Of course, paperwork filing is instantaneous. We'll do a PPP.
We're going to need some security personnel.
So, greetings. Some of my esteemed colleagues from Japan will be visiting Seneca. I would like to show them a good time. I would require some security and transportation. I was told that they might be able to help me. Yes, we can do that. Angie. So let's see. Some important Japanese businessmen are in town meeting the head of Vial Pharmaceuticals, Rupert Nitti, and require security after their pickup from the airport. Hey, all right, meet and greet, pick them up. Let's do it. And I will send you off on
Heading
your
out
merry little
now.
way.
Let me know when you've located the vehicle.
And this is a small one. So Amanda Williams from Hugh Collections, LLC. Any notes here? So Vietnam War veteran Judy Murdoch has not paid for his loan. Okay, we need to fix this for a few months now. You've been tasked to locate and repossess of any items and assets of value as recompensation. Judy Murdoch is known fugitive and said to be dangerous. Oh, okay. So definitely we just
Heading out
want to
now.
take the car from under her nose or their nose. Got the information, the paperwork, heading off. Okay, then she arrives on the scene. What's Ian doing? He's getting the paperwork too.
How should I handle this?
Your agent arrives on scene. The vehicle is standing in front of the house. I'm not going to talk to this person at all. That would not be cool. Not be in my best interest. I'm just going to, like, sneakily grab this thing and skedaddle. Skedoodle. Get the heck out of Dodge. So, it looks like Angie is... Oh, Judy Murdoch doesn't seem to be around, but you found their vehicle. You just need to pick the lock. Oh, yeah. Let's do this. Oh. That was easy. Of course, Tier 1. Heading back to the office. Boom. Alright. There we go. What's she doing? He's back. I can send him another contract. Armor truck
We need
driver.
your support on this security contract.
Number of banks, very similar to the one we did before.
Consider it done.
Let's see what Angie's doing. Your agent arrives at Vial Pharmaceuticals with the Japanese businessman. Doing your thing, meeting and greeting. Hey, what's up, buddy?
This is Agent Bates. How should I proceed?
Your agent radios in and says the Japanese businessmen are keen on stopping by one of Seneca's breweries on their way back from their meeting. Rupert doesn't mind the extracurricular stop. Your agent isn't keen on babysitting drunk corporate types should they decide to go. I mean, we were hired to do it, weren't we? Sure, with alcohol gets in the mix, a bunch of sake. Come on, of course we're going to stop. All right, so Chuckles arrives at the first location. Come on, Angie. Babysitting some drunk businessmen? Come on.
How should I proceed?
Uh-oh. Your driver radios in to tell you of a construction roadblock that wasn't mentioned on the route map. Ooh. They know a shorter way, which is longer, but it hasn't been scoped out. It may prove perilous for both the driver and the package. Your driver says, I got this. You're not fully sure what they have. The driver mentions that they are happy to take the agreed route, but it will take longer to get to the destination depending on traffic, and they might be late to the drop-off. All right, Ian, I'm going to trust you on this one, buddy. Don't let me down. All right, Angie. Ooh. Your agent permits the group to go to the gift shop as a consolation. While they're wanting to impress his guests, Rupert Nitti reaches for a branded stein well above his reach by standing on a large novelty statue of the Seneca Sailor, the brewery's mascot. In doing so, that Rupert falls, bringing the statue down on top of him. The other men rush to move the statue from their colleague's leg, but to no avail. Your agent pushes them to the side and single-handedly lifts the sailor off the man's leg, much to the amazement of the businessman. Rupert is left with an impressive bruise after your agent drops everyone off at their hotels. File's PR department send their thanks and a personal note from Rupert, the sailor-crushed man. Not bad, $1,500. Can't complain about that. Agent arrives at next location. So she's heading back, doing her thing. So I can send her off on another one.
Here's the info on the vehicle.
Blaine Harlow. Alright, wait. This is a Fern Green Mannheim Fireside Work Dingsbums Compact. I think we already had this one. Maybe he
Heading out now.
got it up and running again, signed a new contract. Oh, hey! What's up, guys? After arriving at the reboot agency, important information. Your driver was right. He did have it. He arrived early with no problem along his unchecked route. The client was impressed with your company's expediency and mentioned that he'll be in touch. Hey, increased driving and increased bonuses. I'm loving it. Heading back to the office.
This is Agent Bates. How should I proceed?
I'm gonna talk to the person. Come on. Persuade them. Persuade them. Oh, so time is money, and Crane...
If you want this info, you better hoof it on over here. I won't wait around forever, neither.
Okay, alright, I'm coming. The thing is with informants, you know, it's a mixed bag. You have no idea what you're gonna get. It could be something completely useful and game-changing, or it could be something that is completely useless. So after a few words, Blaine Harlow hands over the keys to the vehicle. Boom! Good job, Angela. Hey, I got quite a lump sum of money here, but I can't hire another agent.
Oh, I barely hung up the phone, and here you are.
That was quick.
If you got the cash, I'll give you the lowdown.
So you don't know what it is. You know, it's a mystery box. 225. Seems like a random number, but all right.
A fugitive you're after is holed up at this location.
That is dope. But regretfully, completely useless to us because we don't have a bounty hunting license, so we can't do anything.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
All right. I mean, it would have been awesome if we were prepared for it. But, hey, what are you going to do? All right, so Ian's heading back. Everybody, I think I'm going to wrap up the session. It was a nice little session. I hope you guys had some... It was informative for you. You saw a few things maybe you didn't see before. You learned a few things. If you have any questions about the game, you can visit rough-justice.com. You can also visit our Discord, which is discord.gg/roughjustice, written together. You can wishlist the game on Steam. Do us an awesome solid there. And, yeah, thank you very, very much for your time. And have a good day. And I'm going to figure out how to end this stream right now.